Fast, man. Halftime goes fast. Hey guys, welcome to the halftime hash. My name is Kev Dan. We got a lot to cover today, and I got Chris here from what is just obviously the better team. I can't even deny what's
I
going
mean,
on, man.
I'm reporting live from the OW Bears division. It's a new expansion from OW that Kevdan's been keeping on the down low for quite some time. So no, it's been a very interesting game so far. It was a little slow to start. It was like watching two snails racing,
Right.
which is not a good thing in a football game. And then all of a sudden, Bears started pulling away.
Well, your quarterback there, Justin Fields, now has broken the Bears record for most consecutive completions in a row. So that's the thing that's happening. You guys have also got as many yards this game in the first half as you have on average an entire game so far this season. So we're helping you out. We're helping you out.
And I appreciate that. It's like a homecoming game, right?
Is homecoming? Yes. Well, yeah, man. Look, Broncos are just not doing anything. I mean, so tell me from your perspective. But while we get people in here, what are you feeling as a Bears fan, man?
Well, it's tough. So you always have faith for your team. You always start the year off saying, oh, okay, it's going to be this year, and I feel like there's a similar feeling with the fandoms with the Broncos and like the traditionally terrible teams, the Dolphins, the Browns, and all that. So the Bears start that way every single year, just like all the other not well performing teams, and so when you're 0-3, it's never a good sign. So now it's not the end of the season. There's certainly the QB's given us a little bit of life today, but yeah, we'll see. It took him what, and it took him well into halfway through the second quarter to even get his act together. And I mean, against any other team, no offense, against any other team, we would have been punished by now for
Yeah,
for that late arrival. Is really what it boils down to. So
yeah.
the receptions that have happened, okay, great, but I think that speaks more to the Broncos defense than it does to the Bears offense.
No, I
And
would I
so
would completely agree to that.
and it's a slow train wreck. I know you and I were joking in the DMs about various football rules, and well, sometimes when you have such terrible teams, you go straight through the floor, and now
Yeah,
you're in college again, and you can just apply college rules, and then that's fine.
it's
You can
true.
just one foot receptions in the end zone, and okay, good enough. We'll
Yeah. Apparently, that's
we'll
all the
we'll,
you know
we'll
the
call it a
the,
day. That's really all you need.
the NFL thinks that any team playing the Broncos just really can get a touchdown thrown their way by the refs here or there.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, to be
you
fair, we
know,
did put two more down, so that's
You did
like
put two
the
more down.
like the
So here's the thing that we always say, like, people get mad at the refs. If you're relying on the refs to help you win a game, you deserve to lose that game,
right.
right?
Yeah.
So here we are. Like, I can't be pissed about that call from the refs because what have we done to
Right.
deserve to be in a good position to win? Like, what have we done to be in a position to be pissed off about? Look, Justin Fields is 16 for 17 for 231 yards, averaging 13.6 yards per reception there. Okay, that is absolutely
It's
atrocious. I mean,
it's it's not good.
not even double. That's triple basically what Russell Wilson has. 12 for 13. He's 12 for 13, which is really good. Okay, but he only has 88 yards, right? So the fact that Justin Fields is getting these receptions out there is one thing, but the other fact that there's 4, 5, or 6 of them that are for 20 plus or more yards. Okay, that is a complete failure of the pass rush and the secondary. There's
Mhm.
no one getting to Justin Fields. He's standing in the pocket, and then there's no one covering the people deep. And so this is easy. This is ball. This is a park football. You just go out, pick up some friends, and go toss the ball around. This is what they're doing, man.
Right, and unfortunately, it's all on national TV to
Yeah,
to boot.
exactly.
So what would be then your recommendation then in the second half for the Broncos? If obviously better defense, but what specifically about the defense would you give recommendation towards?
It starts with the pass rush, man. You've got to get in Justin Fields' face. He's way too comfortable. He's, when he scrambles, he's moving around in the backfield. He's finding somebody open on his first, if not his second read. And he has 3, 4, 5 seconds in the pocket. So it starts with the pass rush. Okay. If we're giving him 2 seconds in the pocket, he's going to have to make some decisions. From there, you got to look at the secondary and the coverage and say, you've got to, this whole zone coverage thing that we've been doing all year is not working.
It's called man-to-man defense.
Change it. First off, just change it. Man-to-man on everything, okay? This zone stuff is not working. You put man-to-man, you finally get some pass rush, and then you can put together a defense that's going to get some stops and make some plays. But everything we're doing, it's a complete failure from the top all the way down to the bottom. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Yep. So let's see some of the comments here.
Sure.
Bears fans should not be too excited. They shouldn't be, Daniel, but they are, and I think they have a reason to be right now. They're in a very good position to win this game. And it's only halftime. But look at through the first 3 games, what's happened, Chris. Broncos get the ball back to start the second half, and we just come out completely flat. Defense goes out there. They haven't changed anything. They look completely horrendous, and the game gets away from us like that. So that's the position we're in right now, man. And it's like if we're doing the same thing that we've been doing,
sure,
you should be excited.
Well, so I am excited, but I've also learned that the Bears often find a way to truly snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. And I know this is a feeling that you have as well, watching the Broncos over the last 3 games, and just
7
missing
years.
Opportunity. Well, yes, also that. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Neither one of our teams have been good in a long time. So,
yeah.
But it's really, it's missing those key opportunities, and I think you're right. The pass rush is a key opportunity that is missing it. And for us, I would say that you can't get comfortable in the pocket. 2 to 3 seconds is silly. That's not a consistent thing that you can guarantee from your offensive line every single play. That's just not something that's sustainable over the long haul. And so for them to consider maybe a little bit of running, maybe you get it out of his hands for a little bit of diversity of play, and you can get some points that way.
Yeah. Hey, really quickly, guys, we're gonna take a quick break here. Remind you all of all the other content we have at Orange Weekly, to include the Bourbon Broncos No BS show Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We also got our post-game podcast, which I think depending on how the second half goes, we might officially name to the post-mortem podcast. We'll see. I don't know yet. That is something we are discussing amongst the senior staff here at the Orange Weekly Broadcast Network. We also got the pregame podcast, and then we got the halftime hash show. We got tailgate talk show, guys. We got a ton of stuff. Make sure you're following us on YouTube as well for daily videos and everything. We try to push those out as best we can, even though we have jobs and don't get paid for this. So, but guys, we got you covered, and we're going to be here no matter what. That's just
passion. That's what we're here for.
So you asked me, Chris, if I was the coach, what would I have the Broncos do? Same thing to you, man. What would you have the Bears do?
Are we talking structurally as an organization, or just for the remainder of this game?
For this game. Let's just talk about this game.
I mean, for this game, it's diversify who you're throwing to. Make sure it's not the same receiver that's getting every single time, because you get double, triple coverage, and then you're not able to produce any kind of plays anymore. Yeah. So yeah. I would say shift into some kind of run game that'll help wear down the clock, because as you get later into the game, it's clock management at that point. So that's what I would recommend. Start getting a few more runs in. Yeah.
You got to stick to that run game for sure, and I expect to see a lot of that. I expect to see you all really control the clock on your drives, depending on how the Broncos do coming out, right? If they come out, go flat, 3 and out, or don't get any points like they've been doing coming out after halftime, you guys are in a very good position from there to take advantage of where we put y'all.
Sure.
Cynthia agreed. This is the worst. I mean, I mean, obviously I wasn't alive during the 60s and 70s, but I can imagine that it can't be worse than this. I mean, Chris, both of us, our teams are in the bottom of the league, but I think after this game, if you throw even for a third of the yards that you got in the first half, this is an absolutely bottom of the league defense, period, at the end. And then you include things like penalties that we're having issues with. I mean, it's just across the board, dude.
It's not looking pretty for the remainder of the game, and I don't know what your schedule is. I certainly I would defer to the headquarters of OW for what the remainder of the year looks like. But maybe there's another team that could come your way that you can try to turn the tides with. I don't know.
That's the thing. We thought the Raiders game coming out the season was going to be a good way to start the season, get off 1-0. Okay. We screwed that up. Hey, but we got the Redskins the next week. Commanders, whatever. They're getting, okay. We were at home week 2. We only lost by a point in week 1. Go to 1-1. Let's be fine. We dropped that game. Okay. Then we go to week 3, and we already knew that game was going to be absolutely just tough to begin with. And then we drop 0-3. So it's like, we lose to the Bears here today. Who do we have on our schedule? Who do we have on our schedule to beat? We have to play the Chiefs yet twice. We have to play the Raiders again. We have to play the Chargers twice yet. We still got like the Patriots. We still got the Bills. I mean, where on our schedule is there a win? And so for what you're saying, I think we're looking at, man, for us to win, it's going to be the other team that beats themselves, and it's not us. It's gonna win. As long as they're performing this way, right? And so what we're going to be really looking at this week, man, and maybe you can give an outside perspective, this defensive coordinator, Vance Joseph, has got to go. We've got to make a change. I mean, we're talking about week 4, but at what point do you say, are we just throwing in the towel for the season at week 4?
Well, I guess I got to ask: is it specifically the defense? Is that really truly the crux of your problem, or is it a combination? Is it also the offensive line that's just not putting that? It's just not giving the protection that they need so that plays can be thrown.
Yeah. I'm not saying that the offense is doing a lot. Look, they put 7 points up in a half. They had a couple 3 and outs. They're not looking good either, right? But you look at Russell Wilson is 12 for 13. He's getting the ball to the players, so it's not a Russell Wilson problem. I know we're banged up on defense, but so is everyone's missing players, you guys don't have Chase Claypool today. I couldn't tell. If you had thrown somebody out there with a Claypool jersey on, I'd been like, yeah, that seems like
that's him.
They're doing just as much damage to us, as normal with Chase out there. But he's not, and we're so last and we go back to the defensive coordinator. They were just talking on the game. I don't know if you heard it. The announcer was just saying, they talked to Vance Joseph this week, and he said, "Yeah, I just wasn't prepared for the speed of Tyreek Hill."
I'm sorry. How much footage have you watched?
I wasn't expecting the water to be wet.
Are you familiar with YouTube? Have you bothered looking him up on YouTube and just watch how fast he is?
It's not like he hasn't played against the guy. He was the head coach of the Broncos for a couple years. We played him on the Chiefs for this guy knows and has played. So to sit there and tell these reporters, I didn't know that the Tyreek Hill was going to be fast. Dude, do you dunk your head in the toilet when you're going potty? Like, what are you that big of an idiot? So I don't know, man. I don't know, but here we go. Second half is starting, man. So just really quickly, what are you looking for the second half, dude?
I'm looking for more points. I gotta get some more cushion. Gotta ensure that first victory and come out of the game 1-3 will be great.
There you go, man. Well, hey, Chris, thanks for joining us over at the
Orange Weekly
Bears division, introducing that. So we'll keep you posted, guys. So, hey, man, Go Broncos. We'll see what happens, dude. Awesome. Well, hey, everyone, take care. Enjoy the second half as best you can. But we'll be back tomorrow or even maybe later tonight for the post-game podcast. So take care, and we'll see you later.